Hello! Hello! Let me just do this. I will put this over here. Boop, boop, boop. There we go! We have got some Pokemon Nanoblocks to do. I always enjoy doing the Nanoblocks. I think they are a lot of fun to do. So we got some starter Pokemon to do. I got V with the first. I'm just grabbing this, and yeah, that will work, I guess. I got like a mishmash of all pieces. Just making sure I've got enough bowls. Anyway, the question of the day: what do you have any hobbies? Always watching. That sounds vaguely threatening, Ash. That sounds vaguely threatening. I do have a lot of hobbies. I think some might say special interests because, as pointed out by a couple of people, I might be somewhere on the spectrum. I don't know. So yeah, I do have some hobbies. I mean, I've got hobbies in the form of like trading cards and obviously Lego and Pokemon and video gaming, and it's a bullying hobby. I mean, it can be. Speaking of hobbies, I mean, I technically do it for a stream, so technically it's a job, but still something I do enjoy doing. Nanoblocks. I've gotten into putting a tabletop campaign together. It's coming along pretty well. Nice. I am also doing very much the same thing. It's going slowly on my end. I'm actually putting together a sort of Japanesque inspired one that's very like ancient Japan inspired. And I hope to run that at some point. Anyway, these are the Nanoblocks. As you notice, we've got starters. We've got the grass type starters. We've got in Turtwig and Chikorita. We've got a water type in the form of Sobble, and we've got the fire type Chimchar. These just happen to be the ones I was able to get. So, but they just also happen to be the starters. You know what? Let's start with Chikorita, because I noticed it's the only one of the lot that's a 1-star rating. The others are 2-star. So these are going to be fairly easy ones to do compared to, say, Gyarados. We're going to start with Chikorita. We have got 2 grass-type starters. And so it'd be good to do one of them. Whilst I do Chikorita, I'm going to do something very interesting. I'm going to run a poll to find out what people's favourite starter type is. Or what were people's favourite starters of the remaining 3? Let's do types, actually. Let's do types. I'm gonna do this very. I'm gonna do that. Yeah. Oh heck. That was weird. Heck, Chikorita is my favourite. Also like Rowlet, but can't replace my first. Chikorita was the first starter I ever went for. I usually go fire though. Oh. There we go. What is your favourite starter type? Fire is fun. Fire is fun. Grass, fire, water. And we'll run this for 10 minutes because I don't even need to see the results right away. Yeah, go nuts on that one. I would also like to remind you that there is also a link to my merch interesting. That ends tomorrow, by the way. Basically 24 hours, about 28 hours from now. So I would recommend getting on that if you want to get your say about the merch. After stream, I'm gonna like do one final push for one final reminder. Fire is fire. You got your raw. Oh, you want me to hydrate? Okay. Thanks for the hydrate. Okay, let's get started on the Chikorita. Okay. Ooh, do that. Oh, wow. Oh, wow, yeah, the reason why it's 1 star is literally 8 sets of instructions. Oh, wow, this is a relatively small one we're starting with. This one's not going to take any time at all. Okay, we'll do... It's also predominantly green. So we won't use any of the green pots. Yeah, there we go. Where are my scissors? No, I am. Yeah. Oh, there they are. There's my scissors. Being very careful not to accidentally face reveal myself. God, that would be a hell of a way to face reveal. There's so many times where I've seen these clips of people accidentally face revealing themselves. This pack is just green. This pack is just the same color green. Not only is it the same color green, okay, it's mostly the same size. It's mostly like 2 different sizes, I think. So I'm just going to pour this in the one pot. Because I don't see any other color in there. Which is probably the way they should packet these. But I guess with ones that have more than one color, you start wasting packaging. So I guess that's why they do it the way they do it. But you have a... Yeah, I know. I don't necessarily want to reveal my face to everyone. It's a privacy thing, you know. It's one of the reasons why because I do plan on going to events to, like, I guess drum up support this stream. I want to get like a face mask of sorts. I've got a design for it. I'm not really sure where to get it printed. But yeah, I got like a design that's just like my snoot. And it's for like one of those cloth face mask things, and yeah, I'm gonna look into getting one soon. Because there is an event that I might be going to soon. I can't say which one. It is one I've mentioned before. But yeah. It's an event that I would like to go to soonish. Should be fun. Oh, nearly lost a piece. That would have been bad. And one more. Okay, let's go. Okay, we need like... six of these. Seven of these. And then... hi, Neo. Hi, hey, Proxor, how's it going? Awa. Also, if Spark's at Bob's, then also hi, Spark as well. Are you with Spark right now? Are you also with Spark right now? Is that like in a voice call, or like are you actually physically with him? Is it like an event? Okay, I'm gonna... oh, actually drop this on there. With Spark, yes. What is Spark saying yes to? I mean, I appreciate the enthusiasm, but also I'm confused. You're confusing the poor dragon. Ow! What? That was a sock. I had to double check because it makes the same noise as Hydrate. Maybe I should make the Hydrate one make a different noise, so that I know that it's a Hydrate. I still need to do the animation for the stretch and other redeems. I kind of have an idea of what I want to do as well. I have an idea of what I want to do for most of them. It's just doing it. Wait, whispered to me? Huh? What's going on? I am very confused. Ah, got it. Okay, fair enough. I got super confused, but no, that makes sense. That makes sense. Okay, next step. And what? Okay, we need 5 of these. This is the way the instructions are meant to be written. They tell you how many of each type of brick you need on each step, rather than making you figure it out just by the picture. And just telling you totals. The totals is less useful information in my opinion. Okay, need 4 1x3s. And 3 2x1. Wow! Oh, okay. Thanks for the bits. Dang, no love for water. I mean, you could have voted for water in the poll. But it was a draw between fire and grass, which is very interesting. Not exactly what I was expecting. Wait, what was... That was a salt. Okay, that wasn't a hydrate. Good. I didn't miss anything. Hi, Spark. Results in... Have fun building. No, I absolutely will. But thanks to the bitties. Thanks to the bitties. With a message that will truly make me blush. And a sentiment I do agree with. And encourage. Actively encourage. Okay, next layer. This is going to be a fairly small one if it's only 8 steps, right? Oh wait, I already messed up. There we go. That is a 2x3. Yep. Say how's the cutie draggy? I'm ferocious, but also I'm good. I'm doing good. Honestly, I love doing the Nanoblock stream, so I'm in my happy place right now. I don't know, they're just really relaxing. It gives me that feeling of zen. It's a nice change of pace, I think. But yeah, I'm actually doing good. I've feel like I've been very productive this past week as well, which honestly is a good feeling. Like, sometimes I have weeks where I feel more productive than others. This week felt very productive. Because I've been working on a lot of different things. So true, that Zen feeling is awesome. I found my phone about to die, and we'll be watching Spot. Yeah, I know, right? It's relaxing, and then like you get into the mood, and oh, it's just like you and the bricks. And you end up with something that looks really cool. And it all feels worth it as well. Okay. Yep. So I think this is for like the little spikes around the neck. I'm not even really sure what that actually is supposed to be. Like, are they meant to be like seeds or? I've always liked Chikorita though. I must admit, I do have a slight bias towards Gen 2 because it was the first generation I played. But I love all the Johto starters. We heard from V. What are your favourite starters overall? I think mine's Cyndaquil. My favourite Gen 7, Gen 5 being your second favourite, Gen 3 Gang. Meowscarada. Oh, no, honestly, yeah, absolutely. Meowscarada was one of the few times where I deviated from my usual pattern of going for Fire Starter. I love Meowscarada. Meowscarada is such a cool Pokemon. I've also got a Meowscarada deck in the TCG, and it is such a good deck. It's brutal. It does hideous amounts of damage if you let it. Same. I also love Cyndaquil. Yeah, Cyndaquil's cute. I love the Gen 2 starters so much. Okay. Yep. We need more of these. Chikorita is very green. We need one of these. We need like 5 of these ones. For me, I'm not sure, but I would say Fennekin or Trico. Trico's a good shout. I do like Trico. Also saying shall arrive in the moments. Licks by special delivery. Is that what's going on? Is this licks by special delivery? I just get a parcel in the mail, and it's just Spark and just licks my face. Ah, what? I got your special delivery. Okay, yep. So we want that. Gladfully he didn't forget the breathing holes. Yeah, okay. When you send your Spark through the mail, make sure there's breathing holes. We don't want the Spark, you know, running out of oxygen in there. The Spark does need to be able to breathe. I got 2 small holes to chew noses. Ow! That made me jump. That chew snoot. Just remember, always boop your chew. Your chew may zap, but I think it's worth it. I think it's worth it. It's like fizzy. Right? It feels fizzy. Like TV static. Like McDonald's Sprite. You know, like the fountain drink Sprite. Because that's inexplicably fizzier than other forms of Sprite. Oh my god, you got the home run bat. Also, why are you bonking me? I'm not being horny. Oh, what? Chubut. I was not expecting the home run bat. That actually is quite rare. No, you're fine. Okay. So that is the third step done. Okay, let's go. So 2 of these. And 2 of these. And 2 of these. If you thought you were noticing a pattern, 4 of these, just to throw you off. And 2 of these. Meant to click hydrate, but now I don't have enough. No! Beans like paws. Yes, beans like paws. Also, if you notice, they look like jelly beans as well. They're meant to look like jelly beans. Because fun fact, Star Balls were originally going to be called Star Bean. They originally also weren't going to be kobolds. They were originally going to be like beans, but that ended up looking cursed by accident. But by the way, I've been so desensitized to cursed things. So like, I have a habit of sending cursings to people at 3 o'clock in the morning. To make them ask, like, yeah, what the fuck are you doing? I've been desensitized to them. So I genuinely have to ask someone else if something is cursed. Because I genuinely don't know anymore. I genuinely can't tell if something is cursed. I actually have to ask. I love it. Cute, very cute idea. Mandela pet. Pikachu doesn't have a black tip in the tail. Oh, that one doesn't fool me actually. There's some Mandela effects that fool me, but there's some that people quoted and think I never saw that, like the Monopoly Man thing. Did you know that a lot of people believe that the Monopoly Man has a monocle? And he doesn't. And I never thought he had a monocle, but there are people who that fools. Okay. Oh, this one's a pretty short one. Need 3 of these. And 2 of these. The black tip tail thing always triggered me for some reason. I mean, also, like, you'd be the leading expert on it, so I can see how it would trigger you. This Chikorika's looking pretty good. Ah, what? Cosplay Pikachu has a black tip tail, if I recall. Yes, it does, because it's, I believe it's meant to look like a heart, because Cosplay Pikachu is always female, and female Pikachu have got a heart-shaped tail. It's been a while since I played RS, though, so I could be wrong about that, but I believe that, I believe that it is a Cosplay Pikachu thing. I feel that most people confuse it thanks to Cosplay Pikachu and off-brand merch had it sometimes. Yeah, true. Oh god, I'm gonna look through my advent calendar videos now because I can't remember if I got a Pikachu with it and if that one was had a black tail or not. Because yeah, the figures were off-brand, so Weezing ended up being red for some reason, and it was like that kind of thing. Some of the colours were very, very off. So, yeah, I kind of feel like they would have made that mistake. Alright, okay, so we need 4 light green 1x1s. And 4 white 1x1s. Because we're making the feetsies. Oh wow, it goes right on the edge. Chew got comfy, so gonna type from here. Chew got comfy? Is Chew using the Predagen as like a cushion? Because I would believe that the Prute would be a comfy cushion. Okay. I got the feetsies! Yeah, this one's a very quick one. And we're now making a leaf. Okay, so we need 3 of these, 1 of these, and like 6 of these. So earlier the Chew was using the Prute as a pillow. Okay, and that goes like that to give the leaf some volume. Nice. He's comfortable, right? I bet he'd be comfortable. Wait. Oh, okay, never mind. Yeah, you do put these on there. And then that goes on the edge. Give it more volume. I'm guessing it's going to connect to that one that's on the head. It does look like that is the case. That is the weak spot. All of these end up having at least one weak spot. And for this one, it's the leaf. But we got ourselves a Chikorita! Gonna head out now. Good luck building. No worries. Thank you for stopping by and watching me build a Chikorita. The bean! It's a bean! Show me later. Oh, I will do. I'm probably gonna post it in the art, the art channel in my server. I think you're on my server, right? I'm pretty sure you're in my server. Yeah. So if you look out for the art channel after I finish streaming, then in about 4 hours, then it should be there. Anyway, have a good one. I'm gonna put the Chikorita over there and get started on the next one. Gonna put all the spare pieces in my little bowl of mixed pieces. Still don't know what I'm gonna do with this collection of mixed pieces. Probably make some star bowls at some point. I have no idea where I'm gonna start with that. But let's get started on the next one. And seeing as grass and fire won, you know what? I'll do the difference. I'll do water first. I'm probably going to end up doing all of them because these are going to be quite quick because they're fairly easy ones. It's not like they're all 2-star except for Chikorita, which was 1-star. So we got ourselves a Sobble to do, and I believe the instructions are included in there. So we're gonna do Sobble next. Okay. Let's there's another one that's just like got a bunch of the same colour in one thing, so just gonna pour that directly into the pot. This one does have more mixture of the colours. So, oh, there's apparently a clear piece in here. Okay, yep. So I'll put that in there because those are all the same colour. These, however, are not. Okay, I'm just going to pour this here. Ah, what? It was sticking to my hand because it's like the static. Okay, yep. You've got some dark blue as well. I believe they call it midnight blue. Okay, yep. Okay, yep. And in we go. We'll put the white in here. And we'll put the dark blue in the orange. Again, contrast it a little bit. Okay, I'm just going to say this. This colour scheme looks like the colour scheme for Bandit from Bluey. I'd say Bandit specifically, maybe a little bit Bluey, but I'd say Bandit specifically just because of the ratios of the colour. But it made me think of Bandit like immediately. Some clear ones. We do love to see that. It does show that they're aiming for a little bit on the structural stability on something that's maybe not so structurally safe. I'm guessing that's going to be for the fins. Okay, yep. And the light grey. To be fair, I don't remember there being light grey on Sobble. Well, I guess it's on the... maybe the belly or something. Although, to be fair, I always saw the belly as being a pale blue rather than a light grey. Okay, yep. I realised, by the way, I had a big missed opportunity to have my bot remind people of the poll. I so should have done that. I absolutely should have done that. Oh well. At least I've been pinning it every stream. Hey Kian, how's it going? Doing the next Pokemon, the Chikorita. Basically took no time at all because it was one of the easier levels. I think was just the first time we've done a 1-star. Yeah. Put these in there. We need to get 2 more bowls because it says light grey and clear. Yeah, not bad, not bad. I'm kind of in a zen mode because I always get into that zen mode when I'm doing nanoblocks. It's very relaxing. So yeah, I'm actually chilling, and as I said earlier, I felt very productive because I managed to get make a lot of progress on a lot of different projects that I've been working on recently. So overall, I've been pretty good. It's sort of helped me because I have otherwise been feeling kind of weird because of some personal stuff that I would rather not get into. And it's kind of helped me take my mind off it a little bit. So I'm overall doing pretty good. And get the light grey, and we are ready to start the Sobble. Ah, thanks for the head pats. Okay. Throw away these, like, clear plastic things. And we shall get started on the little lizard. The little lizard guy. Well, 7 apes. Because the gender ratio. I think it's 7 apes. It's less helpful because this actually is one of the ones where they don't tell you how many for each step. And it has more pieces. And more pieces of an individual colour, so it's a little harder to get through. So gonna have to do it a little bit one at a time at first. Okay, and 1x4 and 1x3. I had a 1x3 earlier. Oh, there it is. Okay, yep. Oh, what? Okay. Next we need one of these. And I have to align it. One of these. And one of these. Okay. One of these. One by three. Once it has some structure, it makes it the whole process a little smoother. Also, once I start getting less and less pieces in the bowl, it gets a lot smoother as well. Okay. Then I need a 1x2. Okay, yep. I need a... Is that a 1x3? 1x3. Go across the middle of this. Need 2 L pieces. Okay. That should, yeah, lock that into place. Excellent. And then another L piece. Got T pieces that are kind of tripping me up a little bit. Like a T piece would have made more sense, but actually no, I see why they did what they did. And I need a 1x4. And then the cell's still not fully attached. Okay. Yeah, tail's still not fully attached, but it should be attached by this step. And I'm only going to do the tail part first, just so that I can make sure that it's attached. And then the L piece. Yeah. Oh, there we go. And that goes there, and then that goes there. And the tail's attached, just not the most stable in the world. Yeah, and that'll probably change as we go along, hopefully. That might also be what the clear pieces are for. So we need a 1x3. And a 2x3 in this sort of pale grey colour. Okay, now onto the fourth step. Oh, making the individual hands. Boop. Boop. Now we need more L pieces. And 1x3. Okay. Yep. Okay, so it goes on there. Okay, we've got an ad break. I was sort of expecting an ad break soon. And then the handsies. Okay, so next step. Okay, yep. And more of these. I'll go find a 1x3 as well. She's over here, cool. Three 1x2s. Okay. Making the rest of the tail. Okay, 1x4, 1x3. And 1x2, 2x2 even. Okay, double 1x4. I'm gonna get out the next step as well, so I don't have to really think about it. And 2x2 and an L. Hell yeah. Okay, I'm gonna start from the back because I want to secure the back bit. Which means I need to find 2 L pieces. It's becoming increasingly more difficult. There we go, 2 L pieces. And then one of the T pieces. And then another L piece, another 2x2. And we will have a more step to make this a full tail. Hi! Hi, Schweppy! How's it going? Also, V, you want me to stretch? I shall stretch. Thanks for the stretch. How's it going? That there. Okay. Big old piece. Wait, why is it not? Wait, why won't it go down? Okay, that was a little weird. And a 1x2. Not too bad. Been kind of vibing while watching the cube people with a laser. And ferocious. Okay, so that goes on like that. Yeah, I feel like this piece really needs more support though. Like the tail is supported by one stud, and I don't like that. If I have a spare clear piece, which I will, because it only counts for one, I got two, so I might put a clear piece there if the where does it even put the clear piece? I'm not sure. Okay, never mind. I'm sure we'll cross that bridge, but we're gonna build the head now. Yep. And then finally using the T pieces that I got so many of. And for step 2. Oh my god, I dropped a piece. Oh, there it is. I nearly lost a piece, I didn't. That would have been very bad. Another one of these. Another L piece. Getting the first 2 steps worth of bricks out, because that will give it some structure. Now, before I get started though, I am actually going to do blood sugar, because my hands are feeling a little shaky. So I feel like I might be dealing with a low blood sugar right now. So I'll take a blood sugar right now. Because that is important. That is part of self-care. Okay, yep. Okay, how are we looking? Okay, so it's regular, it's normal. I'm not running low. It's important that I check though. Oh wait, I need to start with this. Oh what? Okay, yep. Kind of have to build the first 2 steps kind of together because of just the layering nature of these. Does make the first 2 steps kind of awkward. Oh, well. There we go. Okay, and then build one of these. Not too bad. Okay, I already read that. Yep. Okay, and then this is the thing, the thin, which I imagine I'm going to have some more support to as we go along. But we've got a base. Okay, so more of these. Two of these. One of these and one of these. Yeah, about a load of these. Need another L piece. Yeah, we're ready. Ooh, this is not very structurally stable, is it? Okay, these 1x3s will hold it in place though. Okay, okay. Okay, it's kind of holding it together a little better. I came for Raw, now I'm out. Have a see ya. Have a good one. I may have missed you, but have a good one. Enjoy your Raw. You always come in for a quick Raw. Ah, wow, wow, wow. What's that? That was a sock. That startled me. Yep. Oh. Okay, so that slots onto there, I guess. Okay, now we build this up. Okay, 2x1s. One by fours and a 1x3. And that should be this layer. Okay, yeah. Okay, so this 1x4 will hold together this bit a little easier. I'm getting through this, we're getting through this, so... Okay, so that's all 1x4. It's 4 1x4s, in fact. This is where we're finally using the 1x4s. Seems whenever I look for 1x3, all I find is 1x4s. There's a lot of them. And one of these and one of these. These. What? I keep putting pressure on the wrong bit and it lifts up, and I don't like that. Keeps happening. Okay. Okay. Yeah. How many 1x1s? Like 4. And then a lot of blue ones. Two T pieces. Which I found right next to each other. I found out Sobble's face is not the main blue colour, and then everything else around it is. This is kind of funny. Oh, by the way, an update I forgot to give. You might notice that the TTS stuff is missing. It's because it's not working anymore. And I need to look into why. May need to get a different TTS bot, which means a lot of the features may just not work anymore. Might be able to get the old one working. I'm just going to have to wait and see. I really want to get Bikubot at some point, though, because Bikubot's pretty good, I've heard. Wasn't Bikubot that I was using before, in case you were curious. Ideally, for me to use BeakerBot, I would want to have a few more subs just so that it's more financially viable for me to use BeakerBot. Because BeakerBot, you have to be subscribed to their Patreon. It's not expensive, it's just having a buffer in terms of subscribers is generally a good idea if you're like investing, you know? Basically, I want to be sensible with my money. Ideally, I want to get into a point where I can support myself financially enough to move out. Obviously, it's not 4 ways away yet. There's one thing I need to figure out. I got Sobble's eyes. Looking pretty good. Soul's eyes are looking pretty cute. Power. And then... Oh hey, actually... Give me a minute. There we go. Really made a mistake. Well, I did make a mistake. I did make a mistake I had to fix. How to disguise a 10-step process into a 19-step process. That's basically what this is. Like, okay, we got 10 steps here, but all of this is part of the one step. This could have been split up. In fact, it is split up. They just disguised it. And what? Oh, what? What? Okay. Just build up the top of the head. Okay, put these up there. Okay, top of the head, let's go. One, two. Number 3. And that'll be the top of the head, and we fix it, and then that'll be this one step done. This step has taken the longest out of any of the Pokemon Nanoblocks I've ever done. This has been the longest step, except for maybe any of the Teamer ones, actually, because like they take a long time just because you keep having to refixing the same pieces over and over again. Don't get me started on the Panda Bloom thing. Sorry, I just felt myself about to rant there. Okay, that is a fixed. So it's looking pretty good. Going from... Okay, this is such a job. Going from step 7, which is basically a 9-step process in itself, to step 8, which is literally 1 brick, is wild. Okay, so it's going on that bit. Okay. Now we build up the fins. The kind of tan one, which looks more yellow in the instructions, but there you go. Right, all 1x2s. Okay, yep. And one of these. And that should build up the fin. Okay, yep. Okay, yep. Oh, okay. Yep, yep. Okay, Sobble is nearly done. This one has taken quite a bit. But we're doing pretty well. So this bit goes on. Yeah, goes on here. It's looking pretty good. We've only got one more step to go. And it's what I do from upside down, which, yeah, I'm a big fan of those. They can be quite confusing sometimes. This is where the clear bit comes in, though. Okay, one of these. One of these. Okay. Let's do this. Yep. So we're making the feetsies. And we done it! Sobble, my beloved! Meow meow. Made the Lizzie! Made the lizard! And we'll put Sobble over there. My god, it's way bigger than the Chikorita. When we do the size comparison, you'll see quite how much bigger Sobble is than Chikorita. Is that accurate, actually? What is Chikorita that much smaller than Sobble? I have to look now. I am curious. Okay. Sobble. Height. Sobble is 1 foot. And Chikorita height. Chikorita is 2 feet, so Chikorita is twice Sobble's height. So that is inaccurate. The bean, the lizard. Indeed. But yeah, look. Sobble is so much bigger than the Chikorita. When it should be the other way around. But success. So let's move on to the next one. Okay, we'll just do that. We'll put these. Like that. So the next one, what we're going to work on next. Right. Remember these sounds. Got Turtwig and Chimchar. First one to yell one out in chat. That's the one I'll do next. I'll just put the instructions away. But yell one out in chat, and I will do that one next. Okay, I'm doing Turtwig next. Hey, that's a good way to decide things. Like, first one to yell in chat. I was like, you understood the brief. Oh, you're gonna to do any of the DK challenges. Are you talking about the thing that got announced recently? The challenge card. Yeah. I might. Like, okay, here's where I stand on Bonanza. As far as I'm concerned, I've beaten the game, right? I've got the post game, and I'm gonna do as much of the post game as I can in the next week. I think it's the next week. Yeah, for the next week, and then I'll move on to the next game because I want to time the next game for its release date because. Yeah, there's something that comes out. The story ones unlock if you already beat them in the save file you load. Oh, okay, I'll have to. I'll look at it at the start. I'll look at it Wednesday. I haven't really had a look at them, so I don't really know how it works. But yeah, I'll have a look at them, and I'll see if I can beat a few of them. I'm gonna mostly focus on the Elder stuff. I don't know how long they're going to take because they are very, very difficult challenges. Because there was the... I got kind of stuck on the second hour. Also, I believe I still need to get some bananas for one of the elders because I might be a little bit behind. The bonanza ones can be hard, but retro clouds pretty easy. Yeah, so I am gonna try and focus on the bonanza ones, but if I'm gonna do some of the, I'm gonna definitely have a look at some of the cards, but I'm gonna focus on the bonanza stuff. Like that's my priority at the moment. But yeah, the cards are pretty good. I think they're kind of cool. And it's always nice to have challenges to do. Do you mind if I say 2 of the challenges? I'm gonna say yes, I do mind. Because I haven't really looked at them. So I would kind of like to be like, oh, right, yeah, that thing. So I haven't even looked at them yet. Is basically where I'm coming at. Okay. So let's sort these out. There's a sort of much sort of yellower green, which is something you tend to associate with plants that are diseased. Poor Turtwig, being that diseased green color. Like if your plants have got leaves that are this kind of color scheme, your plant's diseased. I'm sorry to say. I mean, obviously it depends on the plant, but most plants, this seems to be associated with diseased leaves. We get the final fast another stage with no active skills. I did say I minded, by the way. I did just say I minded. That's it. I'm probably not going to remember, but yeah, yeah, I did say I minded. No, it's fine. It's fine. As I said, I probably won't remember. But because, you know, my memory's not the best. Okay, yep. Yeah. Alright, colors have been sorted. So there's the brown, which is actually less brown than I was expecting. But it's only for the shell, so I guess that makes sense. And we got very sort of pale green, almost a yellowy green, which again is not a healthy colour for a leaf. And we got, well, actually no, we'll do the yellows in there. We'll do yellow in here actually. And we'll do black in here. And dark green in here. And finally clear in here. We've got clear pieces, which I think are going to function very similar to the clear pieces. Oh, actually, no, I can already see the clear piece. That's kind of weird. Okay, let's go. Alrighty, so we need... Oh, these are yellow. The colours don't really match the instructions that well. And then the light green. And then, so that's the yellow, which looks green's on the instructions, but it is meant to be yellow. Okay, it's an outbreak. That's my halfway outbreak, so I'm going to take my insulin in a minute. Yeah, I'm going to take my insulin. Self-care and all of that jazz. I'll take my insulin now. Alrighty, let's continue. Okay, so yellow. Some of this stuff. And then 2 by 1. And then the black pieces. Alrighty. Okay, so put this there. Okay, now we put the black pieces in, which will hold these pieces down. It's only the second step, so it's still not very structurally sound. You know, I can starting to recognise the colours. Okay, so this is literally two bricks. Now it's to fill in that gap. Okay. So next step. And do this to the eyes. And then green. Green. Three by ones and one by two. Wait a minute. Oh, hold on. I did it slightly wrong. That's my bad. There we go. So I'll go back to step 3 because what we were actually supposed to do was have it flush. Okay, that makes a bit more sense. Okay, let me put these to the side. And then put these there. got that like that. So step 5. 1x3. 2 1x2s. Three 3x2s. And 2 1x1s. Okay, yeah. This Turtwig is actually starting to come together. Actually starting to recognize it, which is always a good sign. It's always a sign that you're building it right if it's actually starting to be recognizable as the thing. I mean, that is very recognizable as a Turtwig. Okay, step 6. And we actually start to fill in the head a little bit. So let's get the other colours first. We need the at least 1 brown. We need 2 yellows. And the rest of green. Oh, nearly dropped a piece there. That would have been bad. Another couple of L pieces. And then 1x1s. Okay, let's fill out the head a little more. Okay. Oh yeah. That's looking very good. Some more light brown pieces. Although they look a little dark on the instructions. The instructions colours don't fully match. As long as I know what colours I'm doing though, that doesn't really matter so much. Okay. So we fill in the hole. Okay, where's the other green one by one? Oh, I hope it hasn't pinged somewhere. And that I end up running out. That's looking pretty good. I will use nothing but brown for this step. Okay, yep. Awa! Thanks for the head pads! This one's actually going really well. I'll turn body over. This one in a weird way tells you how many pieces you need of each colour. And there's another yellow one as well. And we made the head, so now we make the body. This is one of the clearer written instructions. Just by the shape alone, I can tell this is going to be the body. Okay, so now we build. Okay, for the shell. these two. Yep. Alrighty. Body is starting to take shape. Now we introduce some brown into the thing, so it looks a little more like a shell. Okay. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, this is starting to look more like a shell. I think it's basically make the body and then put the head on right at the end. I can see putting the head on is at step 17, so yeah, it's pretty close to the end. Huh. I got your number. I know what you're doing. And then step 15 is actually going to use the clear piece, it looks like. So we need the clear piece. 2 of these. And 1 of these. Okay, we gotta make the little feetsies. So we need 4 of these. And 4 of these. These. Oh, wait. Okay. There's no difference in them. So they could have just told me to make them the same. And make 4 of them instead of 2 that are identical. I don't get why they did it that way, to be honest, but oh well. I bet this good girl is having fun on the... Okay. Look. Don't know why you're calling me out like this. So... like that. Step 17. I am looking respectfully. What do you mean, looking respectfully? What does that mean? Oh, finally used the dark green. Dark green's only used for the final step. That's wild. You were stammering saying, look here, so I looked at you on stream especially. Okay, okay. You know what I need. Ah. Okay. Throwing socks at me now. Is it because you know you lost the argument, or? I'll never tell. Oh, good news is I have nearly finished this Turtwig. I'll just put the little leaf on there. That's more of a healthy leaf colour, by the way, that dark green. A little Turtwig! A little turtle! That clear piece, by the way, serves no purpose, by the way. It would have been just as safe without it. So that's our little Turtwig done. And we got one more nanoblock to do. And that is going to be our Chimchar. And we got about an hour and a half to do it. So I think we are absolutely going to do it. The solos are pretty quick. Oh, we might even have time left over. Okay, Chimchar time. Yeah, let's do the Chimchar. This is another one that includes semi-transparent red and yellow to make a fire. I actually quite like that effect. Okay, my skizzles. None of them seem to have one colour, so we'll do what we normally do. We'll do this one because we can easily split it into two colours. Now we'll just do all of them, it's fine. I really want to get, at some point, some of those nanoblock bases. You can, like, you can get some nanoblock bases where you can display some of these. I would love to get some so that I can display them in a more structurally sound way where they're not going to get tipped over and have pieces knocked off or anything like that. Because I do want to display them. At the moment, my room is a bit of a mess. So like, when it gets cleared up or when I'm move, whichever comes first, I will display them. Something I've always loved the idea of, by the way, and this is me spitballing ideas out here, is when I do move, involving you all in like things like the decoration process and all of that. I got plans for what I want to do when I do move, and how I want to approach things, like from the social media point of view. That's a very, very far and distant future, though, because I need to be earning quite a bit more than I am actually earning to make that worth it, or to make that viable. Some white and green. So I have to be very, very careful. It's only 2x2s that are white though, so they're 2x1s even. Okay, yep. Can't tell if that's cream or white. That's cream. The cream is very pale, so it's kind of hard to tell at some angles. Okay. Okay. Separating out the colours. And I think that is pretty well separated. Wait a minute. I'm going to be smart about this. I'm going to put all the red ones in green ones and the yellow ones in the blue ones, just because it helps them stand out a lot more. That is a cream one. Okay, so it's the brown, the main colour of the entire build. And then the secondary colour of the entire build. Which actually I think I probably should put in a green pot, or no, put it in a blue pot just because it will stand out more. Yeah. Brown, Mr. Brown, and then black goes in there. And that is it. This one has over 20 steps. Am I sure that was a 2-star? Yeah, it was a 2-star. Okay, first step. I'm using a bunch of colours. Including the clear ones right away. Wow, okay. Not messing around. Okay, and then... beige. And... some brown ones. Oh my god. This bit is quite fiddly. Okay, so to better have some... introduce some structure. Let's see. To the LPCs. And finally, this one. Okay. Yeah, this one's kind of gone a bit weird. Okay, yep. Wait a minute. I feel like I messed up somewhere. Oh, I absolutely... Okay. We're starting again. Ah! No, I absolutely did mess up. Okay. From the top. I'm going to do step 1 and step 2 together, just to make things a little easier on ourselves. Okay, that makes way more sense. Okay, yep. Okay, yep. That's looking a little better. Okay. Yeah, no, that's okay. Yeah, this is right. Okay, and then that. Turn it. Okay. Yeah. It's looking alright. The bottom is a little unstable. I'm hoping we fix that later. For now, oh, we turned the body over. Maybe we are fixing that. Because we are grabbing a clear red piece. Round piece. We need 2 of them. As well as 2 1x1s. Yeah, the clear piece and the red piece. Like just a normal red piece. Cream piece even. There are no clear pieces. At least not clear. There's clear red, but not clear. Okay, and then oh my god, that. Oh. Yeah, no, it wasn't. Okay, so they weren't trying to make it more stable. They just wanted to round up the fire a little more. Okay, yep. And some of these. Okay. Yeah, put this. Wait. I messed up. I messed up. Damn, god damn it. Okay, and then we put that there. Guess we made the little hands. The little hands, the little monkey hand. Okay, next we do this one. So we're going to build up the belly a little more and a little bit build up the fire a little more. Okay, yep. And then fire. Which isn't going to offer any sort of structural stability. So we're just going to accept that the fire's the weak spot. Okay. Now, hey, how's it going? I am working on this chimchar. This little monkey. Yeah. After I've finished, I will show you all the other ones I have. Also, to be fair, I have. I'm probably also going to post a picture of them in my Discord as well. So there might be a reason for you to join my Discord. I also put my announcements in my Discord as well, so it's a lot easier to see when I'm live. You look at me plugging my Discord. Oh my god, I'm plugging my Discord. Do want to get more activity going on in my Discord though, that's fair. Why do we do that now? Hey, nice! Very cool, very cool. Very likely to put an announcement after stream today about my poll, because it is a little under 25 hours until that poll is, closes. And it will be good way to determine what I'm going to be doing in terms of merch, if anything, at the moment. It's all still very much in the air until I get the results of the poll. If I don't really get many responses, then there's not really much point in me releasing merch right now. Not that I say I won't release merch later on, it's just me gauging how people feel about it. All that good stuff. We're doing the featsies now. So we have to turn it over. This one's making me realise just quite how low slung a monkey's posture really is. It's very back heavy though. The head is probably going to fix this though, which we're going to be doing now. Yeah, I'm going to do the head now. Oh. Now, unlike Turtwig, it's no, unlike Sobble even, it's not splitting the head up into one step that takes. I still can't believe they did it that way. That is so dumb. Okay, so got that. And then we need 3x3, 3x1. We'll actually get step 2 of the heads pieces as well, because I do like to build step 1 and 2 of a separate thing together, because it just gives it more structure. And 2 of these, and then the T pieces, which I believe start the ear, and then some brown pieces. Okay. Just lay these out. Okay, We'll do the 1x1s last, just because they don't really add any structure. Okay, now we can add the 1x1s because it's got enough structure to do that. Okay, almost done the first 2 steps of the head. And the head is pretty stable, so that is a good one. Okay, 2 black pieces, 2 white pieces. 2 red pieces, bunch of beige pieces, yeah. Okay, put the red piece there, which is for the inner ear, because yeah, Chinchill's got like red the inner ears. I was able to recognize that immediately as Ha. Oh, okay, wait. I messed up. There we go. Now we can put 3x1s there. A bit of a tight squeeze, but we can do it. There we go. Okay. We didn't get any of the 2x1s for this for the beige, so we'll do that, and then yes, yeah, I think. Oh, need some red L pieces as well. Okay, so let's build up the face a little more. So that is it for the eyes. Simple, four white, four black kind of thing. Okay. Yeah. And I don't know what that beige piece is doing over there. Let's go back in there because we weren't using any beige pieces this step. Any 2x3 beige pieces. Using beige pieces mostly every step though, so of course we were using beige pieces. Wait. Oh, okay, wait. There we go. Got a little bit confused. Okay, so now red for the eye and red for the ear. Okay. And where do we put that? We put that at the ends of the ears. Already looking quite cute. Okay, now we do more to the ears. Okay, yep. Okay. Oh my god! It like collapsed in on itself. Okay, that's way better. Okay, hopefully it won't collapse in on itself. Good, it didn't. Okay. Ears are looking pretty good, aren't they? Okay. Next. Got step 18. Rounding off the head a little bit. Thanks to head pets. Oh my god, we're getting close. We're getting reasonably close to 200 head pets. Yep. Okay. Cool. We're yeah. It's not going to be long till I get to 200 head pats. Okay, yeah. That's been looking pretty good. So next, we close up the head a little bit. Oh. So this is going to be a relatively quick step. The next few steps are just got to be single bricks because it's like making the little whip, the little hair tuft thing. So we're pretty close to finishing, even though we're on step 19 of, I think, 23. So like step 20 is a single brick, step 21 is also a single brick, and it's also the same type of brick. Okay, yep. Okay, and we got the little head on there. And it's still a bit back heavy. But there we go. It's also the flame's a little weak. There we go. We got a Chimchar. So that is the nanoblocks. That is all of my nanoblocks. So let me just dump all of these in there. Take a good photo because whoever we raid, we obviously want to show off our creation. And some people will also want to see the creation. Whilst I'm doing this, anyone who hasn't joined the Discord, feel free. That is where I'm going to be posting the pictures. And it's also where I make a lot of announcements. It's where I usually announce my stream, among other places. It's generally a good place to just keep updated. Plus, I'm going to host some community events pretty soon. So keep your eye on that. Monkey. So I'm just going to take a photo. Oh wow, my phone's charged up already. Wow, that is really a fast charger. It was almost dead, but by the time I started to stream, put it on charge, it's already 100%. Yeah, so I'm going to post that on the Discord real quick. I'm going to take this as an opportunity to remind you all that I do have a merch interest form, and it is due to end in a little over 24 hours. You have got a little over 24 hours if you've not filled out that form, and you want to get your voice heard about my merch, about potential upcoming merch. Now's your chance. So yeah, open up in the new tab. The link's also in the Discord server, so it's another reason to join as well. I'm trying to find the art channel. Wait, who's? Right. I did not leave. Okay. Yeah, I'll post it here. I got distracted by something, my mistake. Okay. So, yeah, I posted it in the art channel. Got your Turtwig, got the Chikorita, got the Sobble, and we got the Chimchar. So there's the Nanoblocks done. I'm gonna go find somebody to raid. If you're on the YouTube end of things, I really recommend joining us on Twitch. That is Kapara. It's twitch.tv/Kapara. Yeah, join with our raid. Let's see who is live right now, so I can read everyone. Let's boop, boop, boop. Is there anyone who's doing some brick building? There's a few people doing some brick building. Someone's building a gift. It's a Lego Mego. I want to raid. You know what? I think. Oh, hey! Hey, you know that person someone mentioned about the botanicals? There's someone who is doing a build on the mushroom ones. Yeah, let's give him a raid, because I actually quite like the look of those ones. I love the botanical Lego, by the way. So yeah, let's give B3 B-Glitch 3D a raid. Okay, we're about to raid B-Glitch 3D. Copy the appropriate raid message, whether or not you're a sub or a regular viewer, and I want you to fill the chat with as much love and dragon energy and support I know you're capable of, because you fill mine with all that dragon energy too. So, what am I doing on Wednesday? I am going to be doing more Donkey Kong Bonanza. We have beaten the game. I'm going to do a little bit of the post game. I'm gonna do a week of the post game. Do some of the Bonanza challenges. Check out the cards. Maybe do some Emerald Rush if I can figure out how to like get that sorted out. As gonna do that on Wednesday, Thursday. Don't know what I'm gonna be doing the Saturday. But I will figure that out. I'll give you an update. Don't forget, we've got the poll still up. As I said, a little over 24 hours. So if you wanna express your interest in merch, now's your chance. It's pinned. It's in my Discord. Feel free to join Discord. Anyway, we'll see you on the other side. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye. Love you all. Bye.